Welcome, students, to week number 11. Yes, this is week number 11, and this is a week we are featuring and focusing on library facilities and user experiences. Believe it or not, these two things might seem like they don't go together, but they really do. Um, how many of you have walked into a smelly, dirty restaurant and then walked out because you didn't want to eat there because of what you felt around you? Um, the way we experience a facility and the way we experience our environment has everything to do with our perceptions of the services and the product that comes from that. So library facilities and user experiences do go together quite nicely. I think they dovetail wonderfully. The chapter you will be reading in the Hirsch textbook is on user experience, and it's written by Courtney McDonald from Colorado University. McDonald has the title of User Experience Librarian. Don't you love that? At the university that she works at, they have a title called User Experience Librarian, and her focus in her university studies before she got this position was on the human computer interaction. So that fascinates me, and certainly it should fascinate us as information professionals. I think her chapter provides an excellent leadership for management of libraries, websites, and how to use the information that we gather to provide more innovative library and information services that speak well to the user experience while they're in our library facilities. I really like her creative thinking here. And you'll also be reading the chapter on library facilities management in the Crash Course book. I cannot tell you how many issues arise on a day-to-day basis for library professionals that focus around the library facility. Clogged toilets, parking problems, broken ACs, broken this, broken that, lights out, all of it. So learning about how these sorts of issues are addressed, who actually owns the problem, and how they get resolved is an important information piece that you can put in your tool belt. And you'll also be reading an article called Designing for the Future, the Post-Pandemic Library by David Vinjamuri. It's a very pertinent article given the space that we've recently come out of as a professional organization and how libraries can learn from surviving in the post-pandemic world and how our library facilities should be modeled now to take advantage of that. So I think you might notice a lot of overlap when you start reading. But as we start thinking about how to offer information services to our users and to our communities, we can't ignore how to create facilities in such a way that they enhance rather than block the services that we offer. And I also bring new life and new safety, I guess, to innovation and other things that happen in our library community facilities, and how the users experience and perceive safety issues and how we can be more innovative in addressing them. By now, you have finished the 4 short semester assignments, the graded assignments number 1 through 4. And now you'll be focusing your energy on graded assignments number 5 and 6, 5 being the recorded presentation. And you'll keep working on, of course, your library group problem solving of the scenario discussions. But graded assignment number 5 and 6 account for a very big chunk of your overall grade in this class. So I want you to recognize the fact that at this particular time of the semester, it's really quite busy and quite hectic for all of you. I know you're dealing with a lot of issues in your other classes, and I want you to sort of keep that in mind that this is a busy time of the semester. With that in my mind, I want to sort of step back on the content that I am providing to you at this time so that I don't overload you. And I'll hope that that will really allow you to focus on these 2 final assignments, the group assignment and the management response paper. Now you'll see, if you have not already, and I pray that you have seen it, that in the module for week 11, there's a folder, and I think it's also linked in your readings, a big folder that has a ton of information on how to prepare for your Unit 5 presentation. Says something like preparing for your Unit 5 recorded presentation or something like that. You really should all comb over all of that information. I provide a lot of it. Some of it might be better suited for other presentations that you'll be giving, but it's good to have in your mind. There's a lot of tips, and there's a lot of websites that I visit quite frequently before I give presentations. So I think I want to provide you with as much information without overloading you on effective ways to give presentations. So if you haven't already seen it, it's not too late to do that now. So that's it. If you have any sort of questions that you want to ask me about the assignments, about the readings, please don't hesitate to do so. You know how to get a hold of me. All right, everyone. Thanks again. Have a good week. Bye.